Uh, Let me tell you about tonight's podcast, guys. Uh, Tonight's podcast is going to feature Tabitha from at the Betting Courts on TikTok, and also pretty much on all of our social media accounts: YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest. Oh, Sarah, I didn't know I was the first person in the group that you followed. Half that group's not even in my circle anymore because they all hate me. What did I do? Everybody hates SafePrep. SafePrep lost all his close friends except for Jester. We've always tried to keep it light. Have you? How about I call you ugly? I always call you Ducky. Now I feel bad because I called you ugly. Are you still following her on YouTube? You guys still kind of close like you were on TikTok? Jesse, how are you? Behave, Jesse. Behave. Jake. I'll tell my Jake story again here in a minute because I'm sure some of you missed it when I told it a week or two ago. So Jake, my first was and then Carson, and then you found me, Jester. Well, some of those are still my friends and talk to me. So Jake did look. Jake came out with some content, right? And he got a little backlash from it, right? I felt led to like reach out. So I reached out to Jake via TikTok message, and me and Jake been friends for a minute on here. And I was like, "Here's my number, dude." And then I forgot that I gave Jake my number. Okay, I forgot. What? Do you really? That is so cool. I was in 4-H. So Jake, next day, random. I keep my phone on vibrate a lot. I take dial store everybody. I keep my phone on silent, so I didn't hear the call. And then I checked my visual voicemail, and it's this weird, short, like awkward, borderline creepy message, like "Hi, this is used for SafePrep. Bye." That was it. That was all. So I sent a text to that number. I think I said, "Who is this?" And they said, "This is your good buddy so and so," but it wasn't Jake. It didn't say Jake. Well, they said something else. And I was like, I don't have time to play games. Who is this? I say that too. And then they sent something else back. So I was getting a creep vibe. Like somebody didn't look at my phone number. What am I doing, right? And so I blocked them, like on my phone, because y'all know I'm the king of blocks, right? I'll block you just if I don't understand you. I'll block you if you smell funny. And then I'll unblock you one day just because I want to be friends for that day, and I'll block you the next day. So I blocked this number. Went inside, started eating dinner with my wife. We started eating dinner. And I was like, I just got this weird message. I said, I just got this weird message. And I let my wife listen to it. And as I listened to it, my brain finally caught up. And I was like, wait a minute. Wait, is that Jake? Because it didn't really sound like Jake. Because I imagine, Jake's an actor. Jake's got different voice ranges, accents, And so I'm listening to it. And then I remembered I gave Jake my phone number the day before. I'm like, oh my God, I just blocked Jake Dials. First time Jake's ever reached out to me via text message, I'll block his ass. Um, so I unblocked him and sent him a message on dude. I totally blocked you because I thought you was a creepy dude. And that's my Jake Dial story. Dipstick, right? I don't know. I don't get a whole lot of. And listen, my phone number is very private. There's a lot of creators on here who just give it out to anybody. And I've been on TikTok since probably February, March, and there's probably less than 10 people that have my phone number. And to be honest with you, 5 or 6 of those don't like me anymore. So Jesse says I'm great at blocking. Jesse got blocked. I had so many people mad at me one time. People's profile pictures and usernames started looking alike, and I blocked Jesse because her profile picture and name looked like somebody else's. And I blocked her in a live, and then she messaged me. She said, "What did I do?" And then I still didn't catch on, and I was like, "Can't be trusted." And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Oops, I'm so sorry. Let me make it up to you." I sell his number for a nominal fee. You gotta make it mix cool. We do too. She's in the small circle. We talk to her. She wants me over on YouTube, which we're on right now. And I'm sure at some point me and her will collaborate, but she's super busy. I talked to make it make probably several things for I appreciate it, darling. I talked to make it make probably 2.5, 3 weeks ago. Along, probably about a 4 or 5 minute conversation. So she's doing well. Thank you for all the gifts there. I appreciate it. So yeah, tonight, let me try to get back on track here. Tonight's podcast guest, and the podcast drops at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, which is exactly 30 minutes from now. I got a notification from my YouTube account that I go live in 30 minutes. So Tabitha is okay. So cool. Tabitha is joins on the free show. TikTok was not her, but I'm grateful it dropped. Absolutely, me too. Absolutely, me. I wouldn't have found her otherwise. Love her to death. She's good people. You guys need to follow Make It Make on YouTube. Make It Make on YouTube. She's a canner, beautiful personality, super sweet Christian woman, mom, wife, but she's got a sense of humor too. And she had a good following on TikTok, but TikTok's hard, y'all. TikTok's hard. I'm telling you, I keep getting off the podcast subject, but I know y'all love TikTok, and we love TikTok as viewers, but when you're a creator, TikTok sucks. She is down to earth. It's so good to see you. I hope you will catch the podcast whenever you can. Comments got filtered. Load. This went sideways last time we did a show, and the comments got filtered. She does an occasional short on YouTube, but she still does the full length videos. And she puts out a lot of content. Where's your shirt? You can come on TikTok with you. Yeah. You with your 4-year-old chest. That's your belly. TikTok is. No, it's different from when I started. Somebody been naughty. Ain't no telling. Most of my folks behave. It's tough for us creators, and when we tell you guys, we've been telling you pretty much since we've been on TikTok, especially this year, is that we want you to follow us on our other social media. Y'all see me fight my child off on time to talk, maintain composure. We want you guys to jump over these other platforms because they're a little easier on us. It's hard to grow on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all the others. TikTok's a big deal right now, but we can't get our videos seen. Our growth rate right now, according to my analytics, the podcast drops at 7 Central, 8 p.m. with Tabitha. That's cool to tell you. Videos don't get seen anymore on TikTok. Oh, Jake says issues with analytics. TikTok taking followers away from him when he's consistently getting followers. I'm just now starting to notice that. I don't know if it's something off with the analytics, but for the first time in probably 10 months since we've been on TikTok, I'm losing followers, even though I see people following me every day. In the thousands of times, more than that. You don't have a shirt on, go away. Not you, Jake. Sorry, Jake. Jake's probably got the same top on. My kid doesn't have a shirt on right now. Taking about 600,000. It just ain't taking that from me, but it's. Yes, sir. You want to show TikTok to the giraffe? Okay.
Yeah, Holly gave me that.
Holly gave you that? That's his aunt. But I'm starting to notice the analytics. Our growth rate. Listen, would you stay if you're growing? Because we want to grow. We don't want to just sit there. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards, in my opinion. There's my wife. Our growth rate right now is negative 0.01%. My wife says come again. I'm in the middle of a pre-show. You can't come over. Go put a shirt on. Oh my God. Jake, come meet these kids, Jake. This is G1. Wish everybody a happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Want to sing us a song?
No.
Sing what you sung this morning in chorus.
No. It's called choir, dang it!
And I'm here's the deal. I would like to do a podcast with a few creators, and I also want to find some TikTok experts, and there's a bunch of good ones that are on TikTok that I trust that could come in and at least talk to a group of creators on the podcast about what really might be happening, because it's very easy for us to say that it is all censorship, or it is all algorithm, or it is throttling, when we almost always have to take a responsibility for it, because it's our content. And I don't put out the viral content that I used to. I know what type of content I do that goes viral. I don't do that content anymore. And going viral is overrated. You just end up with a bunch of followers that follow you for that one video and then never see your video again. Because TikTok is a interest-based, you know exactly what happens. I still think it's sometimes, but I don't get it. I guess I do get it. I'm good. Why they got a Jake Dobbins? I want somebody to come on the podcast that knows a little bit more about TikTok than I do, that can explain that, Kristen, because I think that may be the case too sometimes. I got a community guidelines violation today on the 2.0 account from a video that I was thinking of last year, before I was even SafePrep. October last year has been up like a whole time, and I got a community guideline violation. So it's frustrating. You know, and I have nowhere near the engagement or followers that Jake's been doing this a while, and Jake's got really good content. Jake's got a big following. So Jake's got such a big following that they can take away that many followers and still have a big following. And I'm telling you guys, I think we were 50,000 in May. We're at 76.9. We've been sitting at 76.9 for about a month or more. And we're talking about how we hate TikTok and wish everybody would get off of it and come over YouTube, but they watch us say what we want to say anytime they want to without being pressed their problem. So I would like to do a podcast. And I asked, and they didn't even email me back, so I'm going to ask somebody else. Ken, the content coach. Send me an email, and get them back. I'm going to go and find somebody else. But I want a TikTok expert that I trust and They can come and say, hey, yeah, y'all are right about this, but you may be wrong about this. But TikTok stuff, I can do a whole podcast on the stress that TikTok has caused me, the friendships that I've lost. Um, it's weird. It's weird trying to navigate this app, especially as a creator when you put yourself out there with creators and friendships develop, but you're friends, but you really ain't. But you're kind of friends, and then you misunderstand each other, and now everybody hates everybody. It sucks. It sucks. Let me tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all about the podcast. Christine is so good to see you, darling. Christine, I still got to do a freaking video on solar light. I've done it, shown it some lives, but the prep for 2022. I've never called anybody by name. Let's put it that way. I feel like I behaved pretty well. Responsible for my content only. And I'm probably the most grateful of my gesture still friends. Probably would have quit TikTok with me and Jester and made up 2 days later, to be honest with you. That might have put me over the edge with TikTok. The prep war of 2022. I love it. I have let it go. I have let it go. I'm those numbers still here. It's all. It's not done here, Brad. It's not here. SafePrep still hurts. Like, no, don't turn that on. I don't need any more light. Brad, don't get these children. You're close. Some people allow the ego to take over. You got to be careful. I think we're all in such different spots in our social media journey. You ain't got a shirt on. Get out of my video, child. Hey, go put a shirt on. Go put a tank top. Jase out does. Go put a tank top on. There's so many things you have to navigate if you have a little bit of success on social media. You have to navigate the hate. You have to navigate the crazy people every now and then. You have to try to not misunderstand people and let people be people. And here, with some of the stuff that's happened recently, we ain't friends. You better hush. It is, and this is something that I've learned recently, and that is not a shirt. That is my jacket. Go put a shirt on if you want to be up here. It is nobody's fault. Okay, maybe it is, but this makes me feel better, and this helps me defend the other people. If you don't know me personally, then you don't know where my emotional landmines are at. So you may just be do one day, and then you step on an emotional landmine, and SafePrep reacts and gets pretty upset. SafePrep overreacts sometimes. But there is so much room for miscommunication, and the situations that I have been involved in, they have not been. It's not been miscommunication. It has been no communication. We've gone from talking daily or weekly to nobody talks. And people get mad when I end up blocking people in drama or stressing me out. Or it's my account. I can do what I want to. So it's difficult. I'm still dealing with a lot of it. I miss people that I used to be friends with, truly. And you guys don't know how bad I want to sit here and tell you names. I want to tell you guys names and don't mention anything in the comments, but I want to be able to tell you guys, but I can't, because I don't need to drag them into anything. They made a decision to not want. I gave people reasons to not like me, but I also gave everybody an opportunity to make up. And I'll cry if I want to cry. I thought you said you want that too. It says I want to. I was like, get you a tattoo, girl. Get you a tattoo. Oh, you got to pick these. I swear. It's always, man, I'm telling you. I try to keep it lighthearted when safe prep's got to be hard. So it's frustrating, and you know, you never know what's going to happen in the future. And I feel you. Well, and I'll say this, Christina. The way I look at collaboration is way different than I used to. And I know I'm building a new circle by finding these other creators on TikTok that I've watched, start a friendship with them, getting them to come on the podcast and help teach things. I'm okay with those types of collaborations, but the real close personal ones, I really, if they happen organically, fine, but I'm not going to go out of my way. I don't. It starts off with telling people to go follow somebody else. That's how I try to show support, or doing stitches and do it. And then miscommunications happen when that happened. That's what happened this last time. There was some emotional landmines got stepped on, and it's difficult. It's difficult. None of the people that listen. None of the people, and I definitely did plan on this being the topic tonight. None of the people that I talk to anymore. I don't think any of those people. Hey, that's not where I'm at. We just don't get along, don't talk anymore. Am I still hurt about it? Yeah, but I've moved on from parts of the situation. Other parts of the situation are still ongoing. A lot of people got hurt. A lot of people left. And you stack all that mess on top of the censorship and the throttling and whatever's going on with the algorithm, more ads on the app or what. But Jake was talking about a balance and peace. So if I'm stressed about TikTok and social media, yet my growth rate is negative 0.01% and I'm low followers, why would I want to stress myself out over a platform I'm not as successful as I used to be on? I always end up coming back. Because it's so hard to get everybody to come over to YouTube. Absolutely, Kristen. It's happened in the middle of that. So it sucks. I'm going to talk about Tabitha. Listen, y'all. Listen. I miss you. You know I love you. Hey, fucking, I came into a live urine the other day, but you didn't notice. I don't blame you. Nobody wants to associate with me. You were like, Sarah, I appreciate it. I'm gonna tell y'all about Tabitha. Listen, I'm gonna talk the rest of the time about Tabitha. You saw me do it. Tabitha at the Betting Courts on TikTok. She's out on YouTube. She's on Facebook. She's on Pinterest as well. So you guys go follow her. She's a prepper. She's a homesteader. She's a canner. She's a gardener. She's a certified permaculturalist, certified master gardener. She has a sense of humor. She used to work as a first responder. She was a dispatcher in a very large county in California. She lives in, I think, Oregon now. She's in the Pacific Northwest. Her husband is cool, and I bet he's going to be on the podcast eventually. He followed me today, so I'm excited about getting to him too. So I'll tell you, and her, and I really didn't know her. It's Kristen in Texas. And so I reached out, and I asked Ben Court. I'm like, I went to look at content. I'm like, yeah, this will work for the podcast. And I sent her a message. I'm like, I have you on my podcast. Why don't you consider it? She said, yeah, I'll look at the podcast. Weeks went by, right? We just got started to shoot. We're only on episode 6. And she came into one of my lives and found out that I was a paramedic. So she knew that I was as crazy and sick as she is, and that we did wonderfully. And we talked about that in a podcast episode tonight. It's a good one. Nancy Pelosi, you're fired. Okay. Well, we don't do politics here much, so sorry. So she will be our guest tonight. Tonight's show starts at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube for sure. Facebook and Twitch are still weird, but the podcast tonight is about 44 minutes. She will be our podcast guest for next week as well, and she may even be a third podcast. We have about an hour and 45 minutes of of a conversation that we've edited down. So tonight's show is 44 minutes. Her links will be in the description. The way we do the podcast, guys, is most of them are recorded. That way we can edit and insert things and put in overlays of videos and whatnot. The podcast goes up at 8 p.m. Eastern as a premiere on YouTube. And I do my best to be there for premieres. So what a premiere is everybody's watching it at the same time. Okay, so we can all comment live as it's happening. But if you can't make the podcast tonight and you don't have time to the podcast until Tuesday of next week, it's just like any other podcast look at or download after the fact. So that is going to be there. Everything stays up on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch after the fact. We're also we just started using Spotify. Spotify actually has a video podcast platform now, and so you can listen or you can watch the video on Spotify. I'm a little behind on getting all the past episodes updated to that, but our goal with the podcast, guys, it may be called the SafePrep Show, but it's not my show, and I tell all my guests that. I want you guys. I have noticed creators, and I think that they have a lot to offer us, even though they may all not be as prepper as we are. They have things to teach us and show us that will help us as preppers. So I want you to get to know them, and then I want them to teach you what they know. And so it's me asking questions and sitting back, having a conversation every now and then, but it's really about the guest. So for the YouTube and Facebook people, I'm going to throw up a list of who we've got scheduled to come on the show as a guest. Amanda Kratzer, I think she's changed her username to Our Journey to Happiness, at Our Journey to Happiness on TikTok. Daniel at 411 Outdoors LLC on TikTok. Bard's Homestead on TikTok. Chuck Soren is coming on the show. Betancourts will be there tonight. I got a confirmation today from I believe his new. They're after him too. You guys check this guy out and just search for NWO Documents. I think it's N.W.O. Documents is his username on TikTok. Go check that guy out. He's just got to find some time, but he finally gave me a yes after I sent her my messages. I'm really excited about him. Survival Alliances is going to be on the show. Minnie Headed Homestead is always a guest. Who am I missing? A bunch of people. We got beekeepers, we got preppers, we got homesteaders, we got self-defense people. We got people that travel full-time in an RV that are also preppers. Folks that do a lot of research on the conspiracy theories and everything crazy that's going on in the world right now. Y'all need to be being sure you get, if you have a kerosene heater, go buy some extra kerosene this week. Use some extra kerosene this week, folks. That stuff's starting to get iffy. Right along with the diesel, just like they told you it would. It's gonna be a crazy winter when it comes to heating costs, guys. So go ahead and stock up on some of that stuff. And that's information I'm getting in my area. So, but Tabitha will be our guest tonight. The show's about 44 minutes. She'll be our guest next week as well. So I'll work next week. The Fridays I work, I won't do a live pre-show, but the podcast drops every single Friday as long as I have a show to upload at 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I'm really excited. I'm trying to keep my focus on the podcast and less on TikTok, guys. YouTube is the main platform for the Tuesday and Friday. So I won't be pre-show live next week. The podcast will just drop at 7. Thank you, wifey. When are you gonna put out some more content, Mrs. DeVille? So I'm excited. I'm trying to keep my focus on the podcast, and it's always schedules and internet that slow me down. Hey, was dinner good? Am I going to enjoy dinner, or was the tater tots almost? So I'll take some firewood. Give me some firewood. I want a chimney or an outdoor fireplace on my patio. That's what I want. I also want a wood stove. I want a little bitty, like, older wood stove from Facebook Marketplace that somebody doesn't realize what they have and price it. That's what I want. So, really. The tater total shepherd pie. I hope it's good. Look at there. Half Food Will Travel Podcast. Who could that be? Could that be Ozarks? Or could it be Ozarks? Ozarks, when is your podcast? Is it Tuesday? Am I making it up? I know it's on Podbean. You just gave one away. I want a chimney. I think I want a clay. You can't come over here because you don't have a shirt on. So put your shirt on. Boy. Y'all see the dad face? Got to get my old. I'll be done in a minute. Okay? They just can't deal without my. They need my attention too much. Wednesday 4 to 6. So Ozarks, our good buddy Ozarks has been with me since the beginning. He's just good people, y'all. He's got his own podcast on, I believe, food trailer. So I know he is super excited about that. I can't wait. I don't have a food trailer, but I'll be tuning in because I want to support my buddy. So you guys be sure you give Ozark a follow and give Half Food Will Travel podcast a follow, little guys. Let's see. Let me get the chat back up. Nobody there. I'm going to off for just a second because the show's fixing to drop, and y'all need to go pee-pee and make coffee and popcorn, right? If you can't be there for the podcast that drops on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch at 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, the video stays up after the podcast is over. You guys go back and watch it whenever you can. If you're watching it, guys, engage with the content. Leave me a comment. Say, hey, I'm here. Or SafePrep, you suck. You guys know you can always put SafePrep, you suck. And all of my TikTok moves. It won't hurt my feelings and it helps the videos. So just try to make me laugh in the comment. You know, it just, and I'll try not to misunderstand you and block you. We'll try that. I will say this, since we talked about TikTok a lot tonight, be sure you follow at the betting courts here on TikTok. She is a sweetheart, and you guys have to learn her. She's very positive. Her lesson is to show you that you can do this and to not do it fearful. No, I love her because that's her mission. I will say this for all of the creators that you follow on TikTok, especially in the preparedness niche. When we ask you to be sure that we're over on these other over on all other platforms, go subscribe, go follow, because there's going to come a day when we're not allowed to do what we're doing for one reason or another, and if you don't follow us anywhere else, I can tell you what, guys. You may not notice that we're gone. You may not notice that we're gone. And that hurts a little bit as a creator. It's very humbling, but it's good to be humble. Duck, and you do what you're told. Okay? I love our back and forth, girl. You don't have you do have an idea because you enjoy as much as I do. But follow us. TikTok's fun. I know we all want to be on TikTok, but they don't let our videos in. So if nothing else, remember that your FYP is probably not going to show you me. That you need to go to my profile or your favorite creators' profiles and look for the new videos they put up. But give all the creators that you love in any social media platform all the engagement that you can. We're trying to help, but it is so frustrating to try to keep up, and when we don't see success or growth, it's really definitely sucks. It sucks. I'll leave Sarah Lou. You know, Sarah Lee. It's Sarah Lou. Sarah Lee. That's a cake. That's a cake. That's a cheesecake. You know, I leave. I come and go. That's what I do. I get mad. I get depressed. I'm like, screw it. And I delete my account, and then I'm back either a week or a month later. Sometimes 6 days. Which is also not good for my account. Because some weird stuff happens. Anyways. If we all disappear suddenly, absolutely. The podcast in 2 minutes. I hope you guys. I'm going to try to be on YouTube and try to interact a little bit down in the private, down in the live chat. I love you guys so much. Stay prepped. Stay positive. And I appreciate y'all's support. And we'll try to keep it as drama free as we can. SafePrep doesn't hate anybody. SafePrep loves everybody, even though, man, I'm talking anymore. So I'll almost podcast time. Alex, you can't come in last. Oh my God, Alex. Thank you. It's good to see you again. So the betting course, yeah, the podcast is dropping, girl. There she is, guys. Give her a follow right now in TikTok. Give her a follow right now in TikTok. That is our guest tonight, and that is our guest next week. I am going to get off of here. It is time for the SafePrep Show. Tonight's guest at Betting Courts, Tabitha. Take it away over on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Love you guys. Have a good evening.